Today's topic is going to be very controversial, but that downshift though, ooh. Within the car community, there's a lot of talk and a lot of hate about the term ricer. Now, if you don't know what that term is, I did the liberty of looking up ricer on Urban Dictionary and pretty much found it saying a ricer is a imported car, hence where rice comes from, that is slow and non-performance based, that is meant to look and sound performance based, usually containing a loud exhaust, crazy aeroflow dynamic stuff, big spoilers, stickers, and etc. Now, the reason why people hate on these cars is because they think they make a mockery of other car cultures and they think they're loud and obnoxious and they think they don't belong with the others. But let's zoom out a little bit and really look at the bigger picture of it all. Now, before I get into this, I will say I have a pretty strong opinion about this and I like to preach it whenever I can. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And a lot of what I'm speaking is my true thoughts about it. Those downshifts are on point today. Now, I think we can all agree that when we are with our certain friends, we all hate on the ricers. But I think that there's a line that is drawn, especially when you're alone and you have your own personal thoughts about it, and you back up a little bit and you really ask yourself, do you really look down that much at people who have ricer cars? Now, for me personally, I don't really believe in the ricer car. Yeah, I've joked about it with friends and stuff, but there's a difference between joking about something and actually believing in it. I think that the people who really hate the ricers and people who really talk about the ricers a lot are ruining the car culture. And by that, I mean, everybody has their own taste in cars. Everybody has certain things that they like that others don't like. That's just the way it is. That's how life works. But what I think some people look over is, what if that person likes the way that ricey car is? What if they genuinely like that? People call my car a ricer. Believe it or not, I've had the YouTube troll say that car is a ricer. And then I've literally said, why is it a ricer? Like, tell me why you think it is. And they go, because you have a loud exhaust on a car that's not fast. Really? It almost frustrates me because I believe that a person like that is what's truly ruining and making the car scene so judgmental. And I think that a lot of why some people don't like the car community, of why certain areas think or look down upon the car community. Because some people are just so arrogant, and it's almost like anthrocentric, that they think that like, because they don't get that love of car, that area of car, that it's stupid or lame. What I always try to say to people that whenever we have this conversation is, just because somebody has a Honda that has a loud exhaust and, I don't know, maybe a spoiler on it, it doesn't mean that person is any less of a car person than you. In some cases, I've even found that those ricers know more mechanically and more about the history of cars and racing than myself. And at that point, who is less of a car person? Wouldn't it be me? But yet I drive a Subaru that's more liked, and I drive a BRZ that's more appealing to others, but yet that one person who drives that Honda that has a fucking blast doing it and loves it knows more mechanically and more about the sport of racing than I do. Do you see what I'm saying? And sometimes, have you ever thought about maybe that person who has that Honda that is spec'd out the way you hate? You ever thought about maybe that's all they can afford? That, of course, if they had the opportunity to drive an F30 M3, don't you think they'd do it? Don't you think that if that person had the opportunity to own a supercar, they would do that rather than owning that Honda? And I'm not picking on Hondas here. That's just the most stereotyped ricer car out there. But what I'm trying to say is, not everybody can afford the car that you can. And just because you think their car is not cool or you think it's obnoxious, what if that's all they're able to do, and that's as much as they're able to do to make them as happy as they can? Who looks like the fucked up person now? I've even overheard supercar owners think that this BRZ is ricey, or that STI is ricey, that wing on the back makes it look stupid, yada yada yada. But again, that's the same thing. It's that anthrocentric thought that because you own a supercar, no one else compares to your car, they have risers because they're not designed to go as fast as my car. That's just such a stupid and arrogant way to look at things. And this topic gets me going. I hate the word ricer because typically when you call someone a ricer, it's a negative thought, it's a negative meaning. And why do that? Why make someone feel bad about something they love to do? What if people made me feel so bad about doing YouTube that I stopped doing it? Wouldn't you guys think that's stupid? Wouldn't you say, keep doing it if you love it, don't worry about what others think? Do you see my logic? I hate to be preaching so much, but I think it is something that needs to be said. And with the views that I get, if I can make one person that watches this video understand what I'm saying and maybe think twice before the next time they call someone a ricer, then this video is worth it. And I'm not saying you can never use it. Like I said, like when we're with our friends, we joke that like there's been times, or even myself, I've jokingly around I've said it. But I'm not going around, I'm not commenting on Instagram photos or commenting on YouTube videos or literally saying to someone's face, that car's a ricer. That's stupid. I don't know why you drive that, like blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up. If I ever hear anybody to do that, I'm always the first person to be like, why would you say that? Why would you put someone down? Like, do you think it puts, like, putting people down does not make you feel, like, it may make you feel better, you think you're feeling better about yourself, but it's always bringing you down farther than it's bringing the other person down. I hope you guys get what I'm saying, because this topic really gets me going, and I really think that we could change the perception of this. At least in the car community, people who know what they're talking about, who are educated. Obviously, you can't change the whole public's perspective about this, but within the actual car community, if you can change that, that'd be pretty huge. If you agree with what I'm saying, or if I helped change your perception about all this, please share this video and let's get the word around. Share this video to someone who has called you a ricer, or to your friend that calls other people ricers, because I think this is really important, and I think our car community, our car culture, could use a little wake-up call. Speaking of risers and such, I'm literally driving behind a car right now that most would consider a ricer. Ironic, right? You didn't look. But I mean, yeah, I'm literally looking at the car that would be considered a ricer. It's got it's a Honda Civic. It's on some black rims that are really skinny. It has a big exhaust pipe with a bunch of carbon buildup on the back of the bumper. It's got a black hood and it's lowered. You do you, boo-boo. You do you, boo-boo. I mean, is calling someone a ricer any different than really going up to someone and making fun of them and telling them that you can't do what you like because I think it's stupid? I mean, really, is it that much different? That's what I'm gonna leave you with today. I hope you found this interesting, and like I said, if you agree with anything that I said, or you think it helped change your perception, or you think somebody else needs to watch this, share this video and give it a thumbs up, and comment down below your experiences with people calling other people's risers. Did you stand up for that person, or did you just laugh and agree with them? I'll catch you next time. Peace out, guys.
Motivation is contagious. Hang out with those who inspire you and strive not to be like them, but only a better version of yourself. You will learn that there is a difference between alone and lonely. Life isn't always easy, but that's the medium. You will learn how to be truly happy, and as much as you don't